Account sharing is a problem for any product that charges per account. Whether that's streaming services, SaaS tools, cloud storage, online courses, you name it. When one person pays for an account and 20 different people are using it, you're leaving real revenue on the table. And because the credentials are legitimate, it's hard to catch with traditional authentication alone. In this video, I'll show you how to use Fingerprint to detect when an account is being accessed from a new browser or device. We'll look at a simple login page without any protection, then add Fingerprint to lock in each account. Okay, so here we are on the login page, and I'm just going to log in with my email here and the password, and great, I log in successfully. No big deal. Now I'm going to log in using a different browser. Here I'm in Firefox. I'm going to log in again. Same exact email, same password. And I'm still able to log in. So you can see that the app has no idea that these logins came from two different browsers or devices, and the same credentials will pass every single time. There's nothing tying an account to what device it's being accessed from. Now let's try this with Fingerprint already enabled. So again, I'm gonna log in, right? This is a fresh server, brand new, all fresh. Log in the first time, this is in my Chrome browser, all good. Now let's go back to Firefox. Now I'm on the Fingerprint server again here. Now when I try and log in with that same account, even though I have the correct credentials, I'm not allowed to log in, right? I can only access this account from one device. So same credentials, but a different browser, I'm blocked. Fingerprint gave the server a way to recognize which device first claimed this account, and then anything else gets rejected. So let's take a look at how this is actually implemented. Now, the first thing we want to do is go ahead and bring in the Fingerprint library. And you can see here I'm using my public API key to do this. Now, the next thing we want to do is actually on that button click when we log in, we want to ask Fingerprint to identify this visitor. So using the get function here, we're going to get back an event ID. Now, we don't have all of the cool fancy signals and details in here. We really just want to look at that event ID and pass it to our backend to do all the work for us. So I'm going to pass it along with the email and password and then go over to the server. And again, continue to pipe that new event ID all the way through. And now we can use it in my attempt login function. Now, first things first, let's go ahead and bring in the Fingerprint server API client. And you'll see here that I'm using the secret API key. This should never be exposed on your front end. Finally, bring that event ID back in one more time so we can see it for the attempt login function. Now, I already have a function in here to actually, check if the account exists so that the password is correct. So we can kind of skip past that and bring in the get event function here for Fingerprint. Now, this is going to use the event ID to actually pull the full identification event. That gets you details like the visitor ID, bot detection, virtual machine use, browser tampering, all that type of stuff. But for today, I'm going to be using our visitor ID. The visitor ID is a stable browser or device identifier that doesn't change even when you change your IP address, using VPN, go into incognito mode, etc. Now, we're going to use the visitor ID to add in some logic to lock this account down to the device. Now, I already have some helper functions in this file already, one to get the last device and one as well to save the device to our database. Now, using this get last device for a specific email, we're going to see if this email has ever been logged into, and if so, what was the last device that was used, right? What was that last visitor ID, for example? So if there was a last time being logged into, and this time you're logging in from a different device with a different visitor ID, we're going to block that login. However, if you are on the same visitor ID, then great, you can go ahead and log in. Finally, we're going to save this device and associate it with the email, just in case it was your first time logging in. Okay, back to the demo. Now that we've added Fingerprint, let's go ahead and clear up the demo. We're going to reset the full database and start fresh. Okay, so now I'm in Chrome. I'm going to log in with my email here and password. Great, logged in successfully. Now I'm back in Firefox, and I'm going to try and log in now on this different browser. Could also be a different device. using that same email and password. Now, even though the email and password is correct, I can again only access this account from the first device, or that one device. So device level identification is what makes this work. Without it, you don't have enough signals to tell that you've got 20 different people sharing one account. With Fingerprint, the server knows which device first accessed or created the account, and that becomes a part of the auth flow on every login thereafter. Now, in a real implementation, you probably want to tune this a bit. Obviously, people use more than one browser or device to access their accounts. You'd likely want to allow a small number of devices per account, or let users manage their own devices, or maybe just send a notification instead of a hard block. But the detection logic follows the same pattern. So go ahead and take a look at the full tutorial and the example app for step-by-step instructions and try it out for yourself. Take care.